Welcome to Comic Book Creation Live. I'm Anthony Space Windu. We're about to get started with Albatross Junction. What's going on, you guys?
What's up?
What up, man?
How's the kid with the golden arm tonight?
I'm all right. I think Wednesday I'm gonna start the draw. I was drawing a little bit today, but it feels funky.
Well, it looks like you have a different apparatus. Did they change something?
No,
or
it's
is
the
that
same thing. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing, man. It's garbage.
What's the pain level now?
I'll say I'm at like a constant 5. When it peaks, is like it's bad, bro. It's bad.
Are you trying to not take those medicines, or are you taking the medicine and it's a 5? So it's a 5 naturally, or it's a 5 with medicine?
No, like when I stay off the meds, it's bad. It's not as bad as it was last week, but yesterday was bad, man. Yesterday was at like a fucking 20. It was crazy.
Damn.
Wow. It was crazy. That's crazy. It's getting better, man. I can wiggle my hand. I can move my hand this way. You know what I mean? I just can't do any of this.
What do you think about Wednesday?
I can. Yeah, I'm gonna get out on Wednesday.
You're gonna unstrap it.
Yeah, I gotta let it hang, but like that's it. I can't do. All I can do is this.
Just hang in.
I can't live. I can't lift it. I can't lift this. Like,
oh man,
it doesn't move, bro. Doesn't move.
How does like Wednesday sound if I brought you some sandwiches Wednesday for lunch?
Come on, man. Sandwiches is good anytime. It's good for sandwiches. The kids are in school though, so I gotta, we gotta do it after the school shit.
All right, I see. So what time would that be?
I'll say it's roughly around like 2:00.
I'm actually off on Wednesday. I canceled my dentist appointment because this is what I thought. Well, first of all, Mundo, how are you?
I'm doing good, dude.
You look very serious, bro. You look very serious.
I'm a little working tonight. I'm
nice, man.
Working on your. What are you doing? Disassembling circuit cards? You trying to break into the Pentagon?
Yeah,
that looks very serious, bro. That's the Manhattan Project.
I'm just trying to get some of these capacitors and stuff off, man. See what I can pull off this board.
So. Nice. Yeah, man.
Salvage some parts.
Yeah, you know what? I took off on Wednesday to go to the dentist, but I think I'm going to cancel that appointment because, like, I'm thinking, like, what if the hygienist was at some kind of like super spreader party this weekend? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's how you got to think, though. That's how you got to think. My boy had a party last night. I heard that was crazy. I heard there was a bunch of people in the house.
Yeah, like I was by the beach and at this like state park that kind of overlooks the beach and stuff like that, and you could see not really the beach, but it was like a bay, and there was all these boats gathered. Well, there was like 2 boats, but on the boats was like a party, and then outside the boat, like there was rafts and stuff tethered to each boat as like an extension of the boat. And it was like jet skiers and other people were like going around. So it was like more than just 2 boats. It was like a big party.
People going crazy.
And they invited Space to go.
Well, there was like people doing like backflips off of this pier and stuff like that. It looked like they were having a party. But yeah, I wasn't invited, but I wouldn't have gone anyway. I just stayed back and kind of looked because I was like, that looks like a super spreader party.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I don't go anywhere, bro. I don't go anywhere. It sucks. Yeah, I'm itching to draw a little, man. I feel antsy as hell to work, and I've been doing stuff with my left hand. It's just not the same. I'm thinking about making a video where I paint with my left hand just to see what happens.
There you
go. Why not?
I'm thinking you could like get good with your left hand, but it's probably not enough time. Like if Wednesday you're already going to be drawing with your right, I guess it's not enough time to try. It's not enough time to get it going.
That's rough. It's rough. It's real, man. It's very real.
See, like me, I'm ambidextrous, man. I can do shit with both my hands.
Oh, that's the best. That is the best.
Are you steady, Mundo? Like when you hold that wire and hold the solder and stuff like that, are you steady?
Yeah, let's see if I can. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I'm about to get them glasses just to get those glasses, bro.
You can see all kinds of shit like this, man. Anthony's the one that put me on these, dude. Shoot.
Irv
Let me see.
Irv is the one that told me to get them.
Yo, is that a
Really?
snack or is that like some type of epoxy you're using?
Yeah, you put like the solder in there, like the soldering
solder.
iron. It's like flux for
That shit
the
Let me see something.
That shit looks delicious.
for the easy flow.
God damn.
It's like caviar.
See, you were seeing me solder with my right hand, and normally I write with my left. So, just to kind of show a little bit here, I mean, I can manipulate this like this. Shit. So see if I can see just a little bit of stuff just getting. The only bad thing is that on my left hand here, it's a little awkward sometimes on the angle that I'm at. And see now this.
Well, you're probably also trying to like pry things off of that board. Is that
Yeah,
what you're doing?
yeah. Right now, I'm just sucking up all the solder. Right now, all the excess solder that it has on there.
I always like to investigate, like, or figure out like how, like the different people that say that word differently. Solder. I say solder. Kev, what do you say?
I say solder.
say
What's
Because you know how it's spelled. It's like SOLDER.
Solder.
So
Yeah,
People say
it's just
solder.
solder.
Mundo says it like it's spelled, and I always like
Yeah.
listen to the way people say it because different people say it differently.
how do you supposed to say it? What's the correct way to say it?
I mean, I don't know. I thought solder. Like
Solder, right?
you take the L and you throw it out the window. It doesn't matter.
And see, and the way I say it, it's solder.
He's keeping the L.
Oh. I don't it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. So, Kev, I read the comic, man.
You read it?
I read that comic. I read it today.
How'd you like it?
Interesting. It's
Pretty
very
wild, right?
interesting. It is.
Let me see if I could pull that up.
Pretty
It's
wild.
crazy. It's crazy, dude.
We could talk about it again because I'll pull up the cover of this comic called Die.
Take this damn hat off.
And you know, it's really weird in a sense that it doesn't talk about the
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy.
Yo, what happened
There's
to
Kevin's intro.
my Cosme intro, man?
It got delayed. Got delayed. Here it is.
Yeah, man. Capital K, Cosme, the Brooklyn kid, baby. Yeah. Check it. I go get it. My soul is full kitted, fresh kidded. Does it up with matching fitted. Cos the kidded.
Cute.
Kev's gonna come back.
Down the Krypton.
Kev's gonna
That's
come back
funny,
on
man.
Wednesday with a new rap. That's his assignment.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
What's going on, Melissa?
Hey,
Thanks
Melissa.
for being here.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. This sucks, man.
Yeah.
I'm purely medicated now.
You're in a good state though. You're in a good state.
I'm damn near off a full cookie too, bro. Them shits make me tired though. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, like it all depends. Like sometimes I don't even know that it worked, but sometimes it works too good. So
Yo,
I don't
Jay-
know if like they're all like different variants, right?
Yeah, I'm just laughing at pump that shit up.
What's going on, Jake Soft? How are you?
What's
Thanks for being
happening?
here.
What's up, Jake?
Bro,
How's it
we
going, man?
gotta talk to Jane about printing tomorrow, man.
You got to call her. What are you doing with the left hand? Can you call Jane?
I don't do nothing with the left hand, bro. I don't do nothing. It's let me tell you that the worst experience I ever had is when I had to wipe lefty, bro.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't call Jane with that hand.
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, wipe
is
with the
too
other hand
pure.
tomorrow and just
That-
thank the Lord that you've taken for granted your strong hand for many years.
He's not
It's
full of
dry.
shit no more.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, I wanted to tell you something, Kev, about something I heard. Now I'm kind of unclear about this, but actually, let me just pull up that Die comic real quick as I tell you this. But if I could find it. You know how we were talking about like that, the company name of the
Or like like
Of,
Orange
like-
Book or some shit.
well, not like our company name, but inside Albatross Junction, there's like that company
Oh
that kind of came up
You
with
call
the
it, like,
stuff.
Pig. What you call it? Pig something.
I call it
Pig
Pig
Fate,
Fate
some shit?
Mechanical.
Yeah.
Yo, listen to what Elon Musk is doing right now. Like,
No,
he's doing something with pigs, trying to do
no,
this
he's
shit.
not, bro.
This
No,
is
he's not.
crazy. He's all about pigs, and I'm like,
No,
oh my
no,
god,
he's
dude.
not.
He's trying to put a
He
fucking
can't, bro.
microchip
When you first told me
inside a
this
pig
shit,
brain.
like, so okay, so the
And
first
now
time
I already named this shit 6 months ago.
Yo, the
This
first time-
motherfucker.
you told me Pig Fate Mechanical, I was like, fuck no. But then you explained it, and I was like, you know what? That kind of I get it. I'm on board. Let's
Now
do it. It's a
Elon
comic
Musk
book,
is
Pig Fate.
doing it.
And now
He-
Elon is doing it, bro.
I guess he was
Yo,
doing it.
Can I tell you the crazy thing I did yesterday? Like I had a mental breakdown. Like I was bugging out, right? So I fucking fired up the tattoo gun, and I fucking like I would put it down, and I was doing this like I gave myself like a little fucking anchor, bro.
Let me see this.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's
It's
with
good.
the injured arm.
So I would put it down, and then I would just scratch my hand the other way. I was like, meh,
Oh, I
meh.
see.
Yo, I had a day and a
Yeah,
half. Oh,
that's
my
nice.
place looks messy
That means
back
you
here, bro.
did it with your left hand.
Kind of, yeah,
Multifunctional.
See, Kev, you're selling yourself short.
kind of.
Yep.
So
You
that's
got
what
all
that's
types
yes.
of talents. You're just
That's what
not-
I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do with the iPad. I'm kind of gonna hold, just like I used to joke around. I'm gonna hold it here and just draw it tight. You know what I mean? That's it. That is it.
Where is this file? I should just get it from this stupid email again.
That's what I did.
I have it on my
And then-
computer,
and
and
then-
I'm like,
And then you send it to me too. So it's all like, I read it. While the wife and I went out like to Walmart and shit, I was reading it at Walmart.
It's a quick read. It's cool. I
It
haven't
is.
read the
It's only
second one
19
yet.
pages. It's
I
only
gotta
19
read.
pages.
Gotta read the next one. The next one. I gotta read it. I can send you the next one if you guys want it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was doing this with my
Didn't-
kids all day. They were dying. I was like
Oh,
pushing
here
their
we go.
eyebrows down.
The ending was pretty tripped out.
Which one? The ending? Yo, did the main guy turn into a woman when he was in like the game?
No,
He looked.
I
He
thought
looked
he-
like a woman.
no, he turned into the what do you call it?
No, not the game master guy. Remember the one? There was the guy and his sister. They had blonde hair, and then when they went back, like however many years
Yeah.
later, it looked like he was
Yeah,
a woman.
No, he turned into the dungeon master or whatever it was.
No, not the guy who stayed in the game. Not that one.
Oh,
The one that met up with his sister in the bar, like when they were
Oh.
grown, and then they found a die, and he was like, "Get this out of here!" He threw it in the street. He went crazy, and they went back in the game. Him. He
Yeah.
looked like he was a chick.
nah, I think it's just his long hair though.
Oh well, you could pull it up.
this is the comic we're talking about called
Die is pretty
Die.
dope.
So, Kev,
I
what
like
age
I
are you
like the
thinking
fact that the die is actually a die cut of a 20-piece die, like dice die. You know what I mean? It's pretty
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Like if you cut that shade up, you can fold it into the die that he's that die right there. You can fold it into that.
I like the art in this a lot. Mundo, what'd you
That's
think?
fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I like the I like the constant shading, the light and dark together. But I mean, it's a dark comic, so the darkness falls in pretty well with it, you know.
Yeah,
The
pretty
dark
dope.
shading.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Pretty
But see,
dope.
is the redness? I mean, I know you see the spots of blood here and there, but you know the redness. Like for instance, that page that you have up right now, where the background is that the sun, or what is that? You know, like in the distance in the back, is just the sun going down at that point.
What are we talking about?
The page that you have up right now on
The sun
on
going down.
comic. You know, in the background behind the people.
Oh, over here on like the second side.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, it's dope.
kind of
It's like
like
reflections
a,
off of a building side, I think.
Okay, because
like light coming out of the building, like a store.
Yeah.
Because I kind of see it as like nighttime or almost nighttime in the city.
Yeah, I see like they're like on 34th Street and it's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah, I kind of thought this whole thing was like Narnia, like where they end up
kinda.
going, right?
Kind of wild.
What's going on, Melissa?
Hey, sorry I don't have an intro like Kevin.
What's up? The what? You don't have what?
Sorry. I don't have an intro like you guys do. When I
Oh.
pop in, there's that little funny
Intro, yeah.
Sorry, I don't have one.
Oh, Melissa, I had an idea for you about your screen reader problem with YouTube. My idea is you put a headphone in to your screen reader so only you hear it.
Okay,
And
that's
then
a
you
good
talk
plan.
to the camera, and that way YouTube can't sense anything. They can't block you for anything if only you could hear that.
Yeah, I'll do that next time once I get my rights back.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
way I think you'll... What do they suspend you for 90 days?
I'm not sure,
Oh.
but I feel like I made a. I feel like YouTube
'Cause
is
even
turning
when
to the
like
dark
we
side,
got...
in my opinion.
Yeah, even when we like crossed the line, they didn't they just removed the video. They didn't like make us stop. Right, Kev? They didn't like take our rights away or anything?
Oh no.
Well, my brother who has better vision, he double checked and it appears to be just a heads up, a warning that I got. A heads up of yeah. I don't mean to be scared, but when you navigate with, this, when you navigate with that all the time and you go through sound and, I navigate with this. And I found Master Scarecrow. Sorry for no new updates on my Saber yet. He's getting used to something. Don't know what it is, but he's working his way home to his house.
Yeah, just gotta be patient, Melissa.
I know. I know that now with my Saber, Jedi patience. I know that now.
I know it's tough. I know it's tough.
Just
they wouldn't be called trials for nothing. They wouldn't be called trials for nothing.
Yeah, Mundo knows how long it takes. Look, he's still working on his Saber in this stream right here. He's actually soldering.
Right now?
Yeah, he's actually trying to... Well, actually, I don't know if he's working particularly on his Saber, but he's working on a circuit board trying to extract some parts so that he could build a Saber.
And since Mundo is Mexican Mando, so Krieger Mundo.
Mexican Mando, I like that.
For you, buddy.
That's a
Sabine
good one.
Sabine would be proud of you.
Yeah, she would.
And I bet Kanan would be proud of me.
He definitely would. But he would also tell you and caution you, exercise more patience.
I never got to meet Kanan Jarrus. If I could talk to him right now, I'd be like, Master, blinded Master Jarrus, any tips? I'm partially blinded. Any tips? Because unlike Kanan, I depend on a device to navigate around. I call it the Force White Cane now because obviously, I do this. And remember that video of my cane space, Anthony?
Yeah.
Remember that video of my cane?
Yeah.
When I showed you my 3-segmented, yeah. And I channel the Force through that, and that's how I know. Like, I can count how many steps there are with just the Force alone. And my cane, I could sense it go 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many ever the hell steps there are. Because I can I say it? I am stupid with steps. um, yeah, to
Well, be
be
careful.
honest.
You know, this is what happened with my dad. He needed a new heart because he needed a heart transplant. And
Yeah.
you know how we just had a Labor Day weekend?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Well-
Labor Day. Happy belated Labor Day.
Yeah,
Even though
so
it was,
I forgot.
this
all
was
about
about 15 years ago, you know. So my dad needed a new heart, and they told him, listen, you got only like a couple days to live before you need a new heart because it's really, really necessary. So they said, but listen, the holiday of Labor Day is coming up, and unfortunately, sometimes people die on the holiday because there's an accident or a car crash. So my dad only had a couple days to live, but it was about to be Labor Day, and unfortunately, someone fell down the stairs, and they passed away, and they were only 36 years old. And my 50-something-year-old dad got the 36-year-old heart from someone that fell down the stairs. So you got to be real careful.
Wow.
It's real. That's
and
crazy.
he
Story
was
ever.
was he blinded or sighted?
The man that fell down the stairs, I think he was sighted, but he was drinking
Yeah.
alcohol for the weekend, you know, having a party. And it was at his own house. It was at his own mother's house that he fell down the stairs. So it's not
So
like
the
he was
alcohol-
somewhere else.
So the drink clouded his judgment, and then bam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, what's up, Banyo boys? Banyo boys saying what up?
Daniel boys, I'm so sorry about your
Dude,
Bang your
GTA
boys.
character. Did anything happen with your GTA character? Because I went and checked, and my character's
doing?
intact. My character is intact on GTA.
Yo, speaking of GTA, you know what's crazy? I loaded the game up and I needed space, so I just deleted all the GTA stuff I had because I haven't played it
Oh,
in
no.
a year. And some, no, I did that. I did it because I needed to free up space. And then my boy comes over. He's like, "Yo, let's play some GTA." I was like, "What?" I was like, "How does that happen? How does that happen?" It was crazy.
Oh, but
That
if
was
you had anything online, it would be there. I
No,
guess.
yeah,
It's like you
online.
just,
I guess,
logged
yeah,
in.
but I'm not. I'm not on it at all, really.
I wish you would play. That was a lot of fun. We used to play.
Yeah, I'm not on there at all, man. It's
Me and
crazy.
Kevin, Kevin was one of the first people I stepped in there with. You know, when everything was new, like GTA 4, you could go online. We went in,
I don't
remember?
remember which one it was.
GTA 4, we went in and it was like 2007, whatever it was. We went in there and we got shot in the head a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess.
We went
Yo.
and chased people in a helicopter. And
Yo, on some albatross shit. When do we have to go to print, bro? Like tomorrow, 3:00.
well, this is the thing. Like, I don't think that this thing is like gonna come out October 1st. I think what's gonna have to happen is, I mean, when do you think it could go to print? I mean,
Tomorrow, 3
preparing Jane for the eventuality and giving her the specs and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you should prepare her and stuff like that. But I think what we should do is go live with the campaign in October, sort of like almost kind of fulfilling the promise.
Okay.
And at that same time, like really rev it up to get that issue 2 done.
All right,
but
let's do it. Let's do it.
potentially like finishing you tell me what you think about this. Like, should we finish this is kind of my plan. I hope we could do this. Is like we finish issue 1 and I send that to some people online that I want to send to like potentially review or whatever. And you know, as we continue to work on issue 2, because issue number 1 and 2 makes up volume 1.
Yeah.
But I was thinking if we could get issue, you know, but that kind of, I don't know, like it still seems tight. You know,
Hell
the
yeah, it's
Indiegogo
tight as
campaign can only run for 60
right?
days.
Like,
So
we took a whole year to do one issue, and we're gonna do another issue in 60 days.
you know, and a lot of people, you know, there's different ways people do things. Like they have the campaign up before the book is done. That's common. Other people want the book to be done before, like want it to be ready to ship. That's the better way. You know what I mean? Like, whereas if you start the campaign October 1st, but yet this thing is like printing and October 14th, it's going to be done. And you have people complete the campaign. It's like December and it's ready to go when they, as soon as they pay, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
That would be fantastic. But, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
let me know. let me know when I need to send it, so I
We
can
just do it. Let's just do it.
send it. Right
Yeah, like
away.
we'll announce like through the email list. Like if you sign up an Indiegogo in the link below this video, that will just allow us to email you guys when stuff is ready.
That's already done.
Mundo
That is
already did that. Yeah.
done. Yeah. I just can't wait for the book to come out. But I'll get it when I get it. Remember, Melissa, gotta exercise patience. I will get it when I get it.
Well, the idea would be like for me
Okay.
would be like with Kevin to have 2 of these volumes per year come out. So it's like obviously this year there would be 1. That would be the goal, to have this 1 come out, and then next year would be like have issue 3 and 4 come out in volume 2, and 5 and 6 come out in volume 3 next year. So what do you think about that, Kev?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's friggin' do it.
I'm going to do just do it. Just do it. You can do it.
I finally watched episode 1 of Cobra Kai.
Oh,
Yo, hilarious, man.
I love it.
Hilarious.
That's my favorite show.
I
told you
just
it's my
like
favorite.
Daniel even more now.
Yeah, like I love Johnny. Is that his
Johnny,
name?
bro.
Is that his name, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
Team Johnny.
It's funny how the
Johnny.
tables have turned. It's funny how the tables have turned, right?
I love when they do that because I went and
I
saw
have to
this
rewatch it,
play. I went and saw this play called Wicked, which is like a reversal of the Wizard of Oz witches characters to be like where it makes you think that like Glinda the Good Witch from the movie is like the evil one, kind of like she's the jerk, and the green one is the like oppressed, like is like the one that like she's been bullied her whole life. So anyway, like so I like this in the Karate Kid where like it takes the one from the movie where there's plenty of examples from the movie of the hero kid being a jerk, and then that's what this antagonist remembers. He's like, no, he was a jerk to me, you know, he was bullying me. It's great.
Anybody ever
Yeah, it's
watch
the best.
anybody else catching up on Clone Wars? I am.
Clone Wars, I think I was good with the one watch through. That wasn't really my cup of tea so much. It was okay, but
I liked it. I mean,
I'm starting to
I think
I'm
ahead,
starting to get close. I'm starting to get closer. Like, I seen this episode about a virus. Can I say it? Not Quanons. It's something else. Any of y'all heard of the Blue Shadow virus? What the heck is that?
Blue
is that?
Shadow. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Blue Shadow. I haven't heard of
Blue
that.
Shadow virus. It was. Don't know what episode it was because I couldn't read it, but it was like where Obi-Wan and Anakin have to contain this virus before it spreads out of hand and it turns
I
into
do
a
remember
pandemic.
that. Yeah, that's pretty timely.
Yeah. And then Ahsoka gets infected. Jedi Master Semi gets infected, but Force heals himself or something. Like, it was pretty. Whoa! This reminds me of what's going on right now.
Was all that contained in like one episode, or they did like a to be continued?
One episode.
Oh, okay.
I wish there was a two-parter, like to explore the symptoms of the virus. I heard it sounds like when Ahsoka caught it, she had like something similar to an asthma attack. She could barely talk, barely breathe. I even looked it up. It's very hard without a screen reader and magnifier most days to look up stuff. And about TRA, I've been on there today. No new updates yet. I even checked with Megtooth Sith. Granted,
Oh, did you watch the show earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on there too. I was watching it too.
Yours is reset, Banyo boys. Oh, that sucks. I wish you could get it back with that email you sent. Maybe there's still hope.
But
are you still gonna play? Are you still gonna play GTA? Because like I was thinking, if my shit was like reset, I wouldn't even buy a PlayStation or GTA 6, even though that's my favorite game.
Wow.
Basically, even though Megtooth tried to turn me to the dark side a little bit, he did check TRA for me and to check for any new updates from Scare. And so far, no new updates yet on the forums.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, Melissa, you in there Jedi? And I was like, And he's like, you should study all aspects of the Force. I am. Like I was studying tonight about the other side of the Force, how deep does the dark side go, Is the light side even dangerous too? And then this thing about balance, I've been researching like balance in the Force, like 50 light, 50 dark kind of thing.
That would be gray, right?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
There's my favorite blind Jedi is in the gray, and he's Jolay Bindo from The Force Unleashed. Did you guys play The Force Unleashed?
Oh, I want to play it so bad. I've seen
it's awesome. They have this awesome blind Jedi guy. Well, he's like a former Jedi, and he has a green lightsaber, and he hangs out like in the forest or something. And he has like a ponytail. He's got great hair, and he and he's like even before Kanan, because The Force Unleashed came out in like 2006, I think, for PlayStation 3, maybe. Kev, you must have played that, right?
I'm not too sure. I only played. No, I didn't play The Force. I didn't.
Oh.
I have the PlayStation 3, but I don't have the game, and I've always wanted to play the game. And I've gone through some YouTube videos, and I've seen like the little trail movies that have after during the games.
Yeah, the game was kind of quick. It only took about 6 hours. It was just like an action game where you played through and you did all these lightsaber flips and everything, and you could throw lightning at stormtroopers and stuff. You were like Darth Vader's pupil, and so you had the powers of like the dark side too. But you could pick whatever saber color you wanted.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun to play.
I want to be able to play. My disability, doesn't let me play games that I, without help.
Yeah, one day maybe you'll get like the direct plugin, like the Oculus in-brain plugin.
Oh man, Oculus is on a whole nother level, man.
I can't even take those. Like Gabe brings over this headset where I think it's Oculus. I don't know. No, he calls it the Vive. Is that Oculus? I don't know.
The Vive? I think it
something like that. And yeah, and like it he has these controllers. The other day he put me into a terrorist situation where I was trying to kill terrorists that were attacking, and Kev, you would have thought it was so real the way that like when you're in the city and there's like faraway buildings that like are blocks and blocks away. It's like that's where they were like trying to snipe me, and like I was like, what do I? And he's like, no, you have to like go up to them and shoot. I'm like, oh my god, like I have to like pick them off. I'm like down here, but
that shit ain't cheap either.
Yeah, like I approach them, and I don't know, like it's really crazy when you are in that virtual world.
It is.
I got shot. Really I got shot pretty bad. I didn't make it a few minutes, Mundo. I wouldn't make it as a Marine. I was right out in the open. They just picked me off.
Man.
Oh, it sucks.
Oh.
You got a lot of pain right now, Kev?
What's up?
You got a lot of pain right now?
What you got? I'm fucking dying, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This time it's not an easy fucking fix.
Definitely not.
It's comical after a while. It's like, what the hell?
Does it get worse as the day goes on? Is the morning
Not
better?
easy
What's the
fix,
best
bro.
time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Towards the end of the day, it's just wiped out.
Oh yeah, man. I would imagine it wiped you out.
Well, the morning is rough too because you can't really sleep, and when I do sleep, I might shift and like do something stupid. So it's not.
Oh,
It's just, there's
yeah.
no good time,
Oh.
bro. It sucks. It's all good, man. So I'm alive.
How long are you in that sling
What's that?
thing for? How long are you in that sling?
6 weeks. For 6 weeks.
Yeah, oh, that's a long time.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You know,
When-
Space,
You
I need
wanna-
to figure out what I need to figure out. I'm sorry, Melissa. Go ahead.
You in a cast or
No cash, just a sling.
so you're force healing yourself or something?
Wish I could. Wish I could. Gotta will it. Yo, I thought Mundo just pulled out like a fruit by the foot.
What did he have there?
I'm in like a
it's just
straight
like-
chubby
I don't know.
mode.
It's just
I
like a
can't
little
see.
strip, the little light strip right here.
Oh
The
yeah,
cutout.
your little tester.
Yeah, well, check this out. I had plugged it. I had soldered it to the kill switch, right? And I soldered it to the battery. And I pulled the kill key, and you know, it's weird because when I put the little when I put the wire to the positive part of the battery, it doesn't light up the whole strip. It just like real. You know how I showed you before where it just did
Yeah,
a quick
what the
little
hell?
light? I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It's weird.
It sounds very
Okay, I
annoying.
got an idea, Mundo. Are you always attaching your like leads to that strip on the same LED, on the same place? Like, can you maybe snip off the bottom and redo the end, like to the next one? Because maybe something is screwed up on that LED, and you'll never see the correct shit.
You think so?
You'll never see the correct shit.
Like I
don't
run
know.
into that all the time. I don't know. Like that with those strips, it literally could be anything. It literally could be anything.
See, like with this test strip right here, you know,
Oh, so that's their wiring, huh?
that's their wiring. You see, but the thing is that what I did was I went directly from the battery to the strip.
Right.
And
Oh,
the
wait,
kill key-
what?
all I did was wire the
Wait,
kill
no,
key.
no board in between.
No, because I wanted
Oh, you know,
to
you're
find out
never
if
going to
this-
see anything. It's controlled by computer.
I
You aren't
wanted
going
to see. Okay.
I mean, you might
Well-
see like a blue flash or something, but like, yeah, I tried the same thing when I first got those. You know, like I'm like, oh, it'll work. Like I just connect the positive and negative to test it. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not going to do anything. I mean, if you see anything, it's like by accident. Like the computer data line, that third line is what does everything. So that has to be connected to the board, to the controller.
Okay, so that's how I need to test these strips.
Right. Like
and I'm
for
pretty-
Melissa, she's going to have the, what is it called? The Golden Harvest V3. You've got the Profi. So you need something there to like run it.
Well,
Golden Harvest V3 I'm getting.
Well, since I have the the Prism 5.1, I think I'll use the Prism for my
Testing.
my
Yeah.
testing, you know. And I'll do it that way. So
That's a good idea.
and then of course I just rewired this one. I don't know if you can see that. I just rewired this with the 26 for data and the 22 for the power.
Oh, nice. That looks
Yeah,
nice.
see.
That looks
Yeah,
like
I've got it.
Braille.
Yeah.
I've got it set that way, so we'll see what happens.
Anyway, in case
hopefully,
you go ahead, Mundo.
I was just saying, hopefully, anyway, I can get that taken care of and see some results finally.
Anyway, I'm getting the Golden Harvest V3. Sorry for the rubbing of my eye there, strain ache.
Not good straining.
Hmm.
Oh,
From
and
my
this is
Jedi,
pretty.
from a Jedi perspective, I don't know if it's healthy to strain either as a Jedi Padawan.
Definitely don't strain when you poop. That's what I heard.
Don't bear
No, I
down
mean,
ever.
no, I mean like with my eyes.
I pulled this out of a portable DVD player, man.
What is
What's that? A
that?
battery?
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
It's a 3.7, man, but it's
Oh, it was like a
2300.
rechargeable little DVD player or
Yeah.
a little CD player. Nice.
Yeah, DVD player. So it's a 2300 milliamp. So, and it's a 3.7. So I'm gonna probably utilize this for my test as well.
You're gonna
Oh, yeah.
utilize that.
I'm gonna
Hey,
utilize you.
There's a movie. Have you guys ever watched Idiocracy?
No.
Where the world has gone just so stupid. There's a scene where this guy walks up to who he thinks this woman is a prostitute, but she's not. So she just keeps making.
She was.
Was she real? I mean, but she's not.
But she was in the past. Like she went to the
past.
future.
Yeah, not in the future. Not now. But she's not really trying to prostitute herself now. But she gets
No.
this guy who's so dumb to just give him money. She keeps giving her money, just over and over and over again. And one of the he's like, hell yeah, I could give you more money because girl, when I utilize you. What did you say, Ed? He said, when I utilize you, what?
Something like, you're never gonna forget it. Something like that. How does he put it?
Yeah. So but
like,
it was just funny. So that's what we're referring to.
Oh
So
no, it was even better than that. He goes, once I utilize you, you gonna be paying me.
You're gonna be paying me. Oh my god,
that is funny.
Crazy. That is crazy stuff.
I don't know if it's a forced headache or a strain ache, but it's like right above, like right here.
I mean, I've watched you say "ow" the 2 times you came close to the screen, so maybe just like don't come so close to the screen. That light could probably be messing your eye up.
Probably.
Yeah,
So.
I only have one eye.
Yeah.
I'm relying on foresight most of the time and my hearing and Meg Tooth commented earlier that I have like super hearing in his stream earlier. Meg Tooth
I believe it.
Monday. Granted the dude tried to turn me to the dark side, but I was like,
how so? How did he do that?
He was like saying, Melissa, quit hating with each Jedi and something. And I was like, what? and then he was like, study all aspects of the Force. That last part, he's studied all aspects of the Force. That part, he's right. And he's like, don't be angry with all those Jedi. And I'm like, speechless, like over here in the chat, like, okay. But that's weird. I know he's Sith, but damn.
He's trying to.
What are you doing?
What do you expect?
What do you do when what do you do when a Sith does that to you? What do you do?
Well, I don't know, like I guess if you had your lightsaber, you might have to be forced to attack.
Just straight up go to war.
I can't. I don't. so I would treat it the question.
Get him, Melissa. Get him.
I was
Unless you just say like, listen, I'm a Jedi healer. I can't be around this type of violence and this type of violent intent. So I'm going to.
It made me sick, because one time I got so close to the dark side that I nearly escaped throwing up. Then I
Oh my
talked
God.
to, I got nauseous, man, nauseous. And then I talked it over with Scarecrow, my Jedi Master, and he's like, Padawan, stay in the light, stay in the light. The dark side isn't healthy. And I was like, oh my God, how so? And he said how the dark side, revolves around anger.
I think I go to the dark side every time I start driving.
Road rage much?
Yeah. And I see so much like road rage that I have to like, hang back. I'm like, look at this car about to crash into this other car. These people are nutty.
I wouldn't give into it,
It's
Try to-
never your fault.
I always just have to assume, like, I always assume these days that like today my friend gave someone the finger and I said, no, don't do that. They could be armed. You just can't do that. Like they might shoot you just for that.
People are close to the edge these days, so you don't fuck
Yeah.
with
So I said,
nobody.
don't even give nobody the finger. Like you could think all the thoughts you want and you could say all the stuff you want inside the car. Like that's what I do. I'm just like, you mother, like I'm just like really angry, but I don't like actually do anything.
Yeah. Don't even.
Yo, but
start
I heard
going.
the dark side has better parties.
Definitely, I think they would.
I see
They have
videos
super
of-
spreader parties.
I see videos of videos saying just ignore it and
For
drive
now.
on.
For now, they'll have better parties, but not later.
I've been seeing videos saying how you should ignore it and drive on. Like, ignore it, roll up your window, and drive on. Like, look
Yeah,
forward to
definitely
the
you should.
look
That's
look
the best thing.
forward and
Just to
like,
your
look forward.
destination.
yeah.
Just ignore.
You should do that, space. In all honesty, like keep looking forward, keep driving. If they get annoying, put your windows up so you don't hear them.
It's like you signal and then the person tries to block you from getting there. You know what I mean? You just wish that you just didn't signal. Like I asked my dad one day, I'm like, how come you don't signal? And he's like, because then they won't let you in. And I'm like, he's absolutely right now that I thought about it. Cause like every time I try to signal, the person like speeds, like I have plenty of room and I signal to move over and then the person speeds up so that I couldn't get it. And I'm like, whoa. Like, what is this? Like, this is some kind of game?
Are you supposed to signal when you?
That happens quite a bit. Like,
Isn't it?
'Cause
It's
I
like
never
you shouldn't even
thought-
signal. I think my dad's right. Like, just don't even signal then. Just move over. Because like if you signal, then they don't want you to let you in there.
I never got my license.
They need to go back.
Like I never got my license ever, because I'm seen as blind by the Galactic Republic, and it's not fair, I want to drive a speeder, and it's like, ooh, no, you're too blind to drive, and I'm like, now I've just grown to accept it. Like, maybe I have another way of transportation.
Yeah, definitely. Because like if you eventually get up to like buying a car where you want to buy a car, you get one of those Teslas, and then you just it drives for you. I mean, maybe not totally just yet, but almost, right? Right, Kev? Don't they drive?
Yeah, they drive. They,
something like
I mean,
that.
from what I've understood about it, it definitely drives for you. That's crazy, though. That's nuts.
It is.
Like
Maybe
all
in
those
the
videos of
future.
people sleeping.
Yeah, and like I definitely hear some podcasts where people have them and they talk about like how they literally like don't look at the road.
That's crazy. I don't trust any computer that much.
If I were to travel, I would take the bus, like, as my
Yeah, there
mode
you
of
go.
transport. Yeah, I would take the bus, but right now I can't, because why. With what's going on right now, it's getting pretty bad down here in Florida.
Oh yeah. Don't take any public transportation right now.
It just feels, quite annoying that this has to happen now, when 2019 was just fine.
We are being
2019 was
turned.
paradise.
Yeah.
It was. For sure.
I was taking walks like down the street and using my cane, and my brother be behind me, being my, eyeballs, and I'd be over here using my cane and navigating, walking around. He even challenged me to walk as far as I could, to help my legs get stronger. And now I can't do any more of that. I could go out, but I can't leave my backyard.
Yeah, but there's other things you can do to get your legs stronger.
Squats.
Mm-hmm. Squats, a Chinese torture chair.
What's that?
But
You lean up against you put your feet in front. You lean up against the back of a wall.
Oh,
and it's kind
yeah.
of, and
yeah.
it's kind of
And
like
there's really
you're
no
doing
chair
squats.
there.
And there's really no chair, but they call it the Chinese torture chair because you're
That's
using
racist.
gravity. You're using gravity as hey, they're the ones that came up with it.
What do we say? Wall sits? Wall sits, sir. That's what we call them.
Oh yeah, wall sits. Yeah,
I kind of like
But-
Chinese torture chair
that's
better.
better. That's a better
yeah,
name.
The CTC.
That's what my sensei called it.
Chinese torture. The worst is when you did that and they put like a 45-pound plate on your legs.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I never got that far to get one of those
Me, yeah.
put on my.
Me either. I just did it on my own, like just to see what it felt like. It was immediately just the wrong choice.
Man, you must have been dying, man.
It's real. It's real.
Shoot. Must have been.
Yo,
dying.
man. Yo. So Ant.
Yo,
The page you're doing now, I'm like dying to flop the bottom panel just to see what it feels like.
what are you gonna flip this?
Yeah. Oh, you don't think it's gonna be too heavy with the big massive face right underneath the body?
Oh,
I'm
I see what you
I'm
mean.
just thinking out loud because, like, it's so easy to critique when you're not drawing.
It's so easy.
I think that like through coloring, it could look totally different. Like, if this page up here if this part of the page up here is a different, whole
Yeah.
palette than the bottom or than the face. But yeah,
It's
we
real
could
stuff.
always screw with it. That's what I thought was beautiful about the iPad and the photoshopping, the coloring, was that, like, I always thought that you could grab stuff. Like, let's say you could grab his face, let's say, select it, right? And make it like 20% smaller if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You could do stuff like that, put a border around it or whatever. So I'm kind of drawing big and like in the expectation that we could alter things a little bit in the digital phase, which is totally fine with me.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
This one's
Gonna
actually
be
ready.
fire. I like that hand on the drawing in the background. I'll tell you the truth. That hand silhouette's pretty nice. I keep going to it.
Yeah. For
ready
sure.
for what?
Oh, thank you. This page here will be ready for inking, probably digital inking, and I'll be starting on the next one. But we'll probably actually wrap up the show in not too long from now, maybe another 10-15 minutes. What do you guys think?
Damn it! I
However
feel like
you
we
wanna
just got
do it.
on.
Maybe we could do another like 20 minutes or so. I just don't want to do a super long one tonight. We could do the longer one on Wednesday.
I got me the kids got school tomorrow, bro. I'm homeschooling all over again.
Oh wow.
So tonight's a school night. And Wednesday's a school night. You got to do it every day, or they're like on off
man,
certain
it's every
days.
day, bro. It's every day, bro.
Schools are not
tough.
doing good down here.
No, not at all. Not at all. You talking about the ones that took in-person classes, right? Like the people who went to school are getting sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah, man. People think it's a game. It's not a game out here.
I don't mean to have a bad feeling about this, but I'm sensing a lot of people becoming one with the force lately, and it's very uncomfortable.
You know what though? I think I'm starting to think that it's not going to be as bad as it was.
What do you mean, like the whole virus thing or the schooling?
I think there's gonna be more flu cases than anything.
Oh.
That's me being
Yeah, but are
optimistic.
they going to recognize the flu versus this, or they're going to lump it
No.
all into
Well,
one
No, they're gonna
pile?
lump. Yeah, they're gonna
Well,
lump
from
it
what
all
I
because
understand though, a lot of hospitals are kind of like just blaming everything on COVID because they want to get that money.
yeah,
That's what I was
exactly,
under the impression
exactly.
of. I was under the
So,
impression of the same thing.
but
Yep.
still, like people think that's the case all around, so they're just not believing it. But I'm like, no. That doesn't mean that there isn't no such thing as the virus. Like, come on, people, get it together. I just think they just up the numbers a little bit. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've been checking the counts and it would go like down one day, up the next.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And I'm like, what's
As
going
long as you
on?
do your part, you're good. Though. As long as you do your part, you're good. Like you're not out in the street hugging strangers. You know what I'm saying? So you're good. You're golden.
Yeah, I don't go out, not even shopping anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I get anxious when I shop still, and I have everything on. I have my face covered and everything, but I still make the mistakes of like taking my mask off before I disinfect my hands. A lot. That's like the common mistake.
Yeah.
But what do you do when you're wearing the mask? Like I do really simple things. Like I go to the post office and I come out and then I pull the mask off and then I disinfect my hands and then I kind of drive home.
You're supposed to get in your car, disinfect your hands, and then touch the mask. Because if you've infected your hands and then you touch your mask outside, now your mask is dirty for a couple of days, and then you might touch it again and brush scratch your face. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't touch your mask until Yoda says, touch your mask. You should not till you have disinfected hands. He said, "Do or do not."
I got him working. Damn it. I got him working.
Tell that to the idiots who are going to the beaches down here. Tell that to all the nerve herders going to the beaches down here and not carrying the social distance.
Yeah. The beaches are scary places.
Yeah.
If you are not social distancing, yes, it is. But if you are doing what you're supposed to, you're all right.
Like all I go to now is my doctor, the Grand Forks Medical Center, and quote, and minor shopping with mom. Like say she has to get my medicine or something, I go to the pharmacy with her. I stay away from each other as we walk. I have my cane out, fully extended. And what's pretty weird, accessibility-wise, people are, they're not turning around seeing my cane. They're not asking for help anymore, to help me. No, I'm not getting that
they
deep.
don't
Oh.
Yeah, no, I could see that definitely.
The
That
world's
sucks.
not accessible. The world's not accessible anymore. And I don't mean to feel like I don't mean to go all Anakin here, but when you're partially blind, not counting Kanan, but when you're partially blind, 2200, and you need help, and nobody, says or sees your cane and does nothing other than move, which is good. They're moving out of the way. They're doing that part still. But before I would get, ma'am, do you need any assistance? And I would say yes, no, maybe. And now it's like mute. And I'm like, I know we can't touch each other, but can you give me an audio description of which way to turn? I'm so audio description heavy now, it's not even funny. What's worse for me is having a social distance with the white cane isn't easy, although it gives me more cane space, so I give it that. I'm not running the risk of bashing into people with my cane. Like before where I had the risk, now I have more room, which is nice. But my vision, I can't see faces from 6 feet away. Colors and shapes are there. Like I see the blue on their face, which means they're wearing a mask. And the color of their skin, but no deep details of their face. Eyes are somewhere. but it's like they're so dim, they're blurry. You know, even with these on.
Yeah.
And this is a full 19, the power level. This is a full 19. And I can't go any higher, otherwise I hurt myself. You know, too much power is not good for the eyes, I bet.
You have to balance it.
Yeah, balance. And 19 is my balance. And whatever I can't see, I turn on a screen reader, magnifier, high contrast, accessibility. And in the real world, at home I can just turn on my screen reader and blah, 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 double tap to activate, no problem. But when you're walking around and need, I'm a little lost, I need help, and I'm tapping my cane and hoping people hear it, with the tip of my cane, and I'm like, and nobody cares to help, not even audio description, except for when I ask, for, hey, can you give me an audio description of which way to turn? They'll say, turn this way, and they'll give a description like, turn left, you're coming close to the blah, blah, blah door. And that's what my doctor's doing now. Like, when I enter the doctor's office, the receptionist, even though I can't no longer see her face, due to social distancing, she describes, over here, and I hear her voice of which way she's turning. And then she says left over here, and I go, oh, you have to be more descriptive, woman. And it's pretty hard now for the blind and visually impaired like myself. Mm-hmm. Not even Kanan could handle that. Imagine him walking around having to be, super careful because of a big ass virus, because in the same episode, there's quarantining of Ahsoka and Master, I forgot her name, but she's like a Mary Ellen, and like she's the Mary Ellen species. She was with Ahsoka training her a little bit. And they were trying to get the blue shadow virus, and then Ahsoka gets sick, and then they're quarantined. Forgot her name, but she was something. Barris something.
Barris Offee?
Yeah. Yeah, her. And they're like in quarantine, like they can't go anywhere. And that's like the reality we're facing right now. We're quarantined, we can't go anywhere. We can, but we have to be mega careful about it.
Yeah, it's just how you go about it.
Yeah.
Wear your mask. Do your
So much of my life involved being like shoulder to shoulder with hundreds of people. That like Kev, like I would go to Shake Shack in New York, and you're in a line of 100 people where someone at the door is like, listen, you can't go in. Like they have like a bouncer at Shake Shack, bro. And like, you got to stand out. Yeah. You got to stand outside. Like I'm talking about before this whole thing, there'd be a line of 100 people. They're like, listen, the inside's full. You got to have the line out here. So then the line starts out there. It's out the door. Then once you get in and get your order in, you stand shoulder to shoulder with people. Then once you get the food, you push people away with your elbows and shoulders trying to get to the ketchup. Then you got to push people over and push people down and elbow people in the face and slap people to try to get a table. And then you got to sometimes wait and stand there next to all these people waiting for them to let you have a table and stuff like that. Because you have to sit next to whoever, right, Kev? I mean, this is how it is.
Yeah.
And just so many things are like that. Like so many things just be elbowing people, pushing people shoulder to shoulder. And I just can't believe how many of those things that you just can't do right now. That's so weird. Like, it's just so weird.
That is weird that you say that, because I just read an article today on the phone, actually. I read an article about the 20 most rudest cities in the world.
Uh-huh.
And New York City was like the number one.
Of course.
Like the number one city in the world for rudest
Probably
people.
Jersey City's number 2. Probably Boston's 3.
No,
Philadelphia
actually,
4.
Boston. Yeah, Philadelphia and Boston were in there as well. I'm all like, damn.
They're all like East Coast cities, probably. Right? Cap?
I like, damn.
They had to be.
I like somebody pissed in their Cheerios to be that way. Like,
What is it? Don't piss in my Cheerios and call it milk. Isn't that the same?
yeah.
Oh man.
That'd be cool if Scarecrow
shit.
was in. That'd be cool if Scarecrow was in here, but
That'd be cool if Scarecrow was in my room.
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
the guy from TRA.
Yeah, sure. If he was here, he could be in my room.
Oh man.
Oh, hey, Space. I ordered have you ever tried that Trust Fire battery battery charger, the magnetic one
No.
from the Custom Saber shop?
Magnetic.
Yeah, I guess they just offered it not too long ago. I don't know how long it's been on the Saber shop.
You mean, does it come with a magnetic connector for the Saber too, or it magnetically goes in like a 2.1? How does that work?
No, it's you do the leads to the battery and then you plug it into like your computer or something. It charges the battery.
Huh.
About
So,
sabers. About
I
sabers. About sabers. You know, before I discovered TRA, I was aiming to try out Saberforge. And, you know, I was on the vault, you know, asking for a saber giveaway because, you know, I don't have my own money, you know, due to my disability. And I got a lot of laughing faces. Even Scarecrow was appalled. Like the post on TRA said how most of the reactions were laughing faces. That's not cool. And when I told him about
Space put me on the straight and narrow with that one.
What do you mean?
Saberforge is not a good company.
Oh, right.
what
You
about
know.
Ultra Sabers? Are they
They're,
semi better?
No, they're awful.
Worse?
They're straight up awful.
If Matthew was in here, he could tell you why. They basically stole like $100,000 from Matthew. That's my opinion.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Or they use his idea or something.
Yeah, like they had this agreement where they were gonna Matthew was gonna make supply the sound fonts, and they were gonna sell the sound fonts in their sabers and give Matthew like $1 each.
And they didn't hold up their part.
And they even made a video, and the video went out, and it's Matthew standing next to that guy Alex, and he promised I don't know, it was the introduction, like it was the deal, and then they basically said F off to Matthew like on day 2, like that was day 1, and the video went out and it went on YouTube and everybody saw it, and then like day 2 they were like F off, we're going to use your sound fonts and not going to pay you anything. And they sell like so many sabers that they're even sponsored by like, or I don't know about sponsored by, or they're just allowed by like Lucasfilm to do it. And they're like the only company that has the license, and they're the douchiest.
It's usually the case.
Is Saberforge also like that? Because that's kind of mean.
Yeah, like Saberforge
Yeah.
is awful too, because they treat their customers like really bad. Like really
I
bad.
were
Like
to
if you listen to
meet
the horror stories, you'd be like appalled. You'd be like, oh my Lord. You're like, you know, you might get a saber and you wait for so long, and then it comes and it's broken, and you say, hey sir, it's broken. Actually, the saber just came, but it's broken. And they're like, F off.
What about if I
Yeah.
told them my disability?
They
You
wouldn't
know,
care.
I don't know. Like, I guess there are people with good experiences, because the one like devil's advocate thing I could say is that they make so many sales, they're so big, and they sell so many sabers that there's surely many, many, many satisfied people.
Are they
But
doing
I've just heard a lot of horror stories.
Are they doing NeoPixel 2 Saberforge?
I think I
Or
heard
no.
they're starting. Yeah, I think I heard
Oh,
they're starting.
They're
To.
actually starting to.
Or
But
they're or
it's-
they're or they're finally changing.
Yeah, it's
If
pretty
so,
late to the
about
party.
if so, about time, Saberforge. Because if I could tell Saberforge one thing, I'm disabled. I'm legally blind.
There's only one little part that I want from I would want from Saber Forge, and that is just an emitter, and that's it.
I've had to order Saberforge parts for customers, So it's not like I can like totally ban them. Like I have to sometimes order from them, but it's just like and my
Yeah.
experiences have been fine. Like when I order a part, it comes timely and stuff like that.
I remember your story about how you said you got nearly, sliced up by your own hilt, Anthony.
Yeah, that was a Saberforge that cut me up, yeah.
Yeah. How does that happen?
They just don't care
someone
about
that shaved down.
Yeah, like Kev, when they machine the thing and it ends up looking like a Luke Skywalker lightsaber, and they're like, "Great, send it," and then but you actually should touch it first because all those edges are sharp as hell.
Oh man, yeah.
So you end up like I ended up spinning it around in like a YouTube video, and it was like 2008 or something. And then when I was done, I looked at my hand and I had like 19 lacerations on my hand, and it was bleeding.
Oh my god, man.
I'm surprised Saberforge doesn't fix that problem, or maybe they already did.
It like takes so much energy to like sand a hilt down like by hand. Is the only way I know how to do it, unless they like tumble it in like a sand to like smooth it out or something. But it took a sanding, and then I kind of fixed the problem. But it takes some elbow grease, it takes some work, and they just rather just come off the machine, just like put the electronics in and send it.
Mm-hmm.
That's easier, That's easier than making sure you don't get cut.
Yeah, because I asked Scarecrow about the sphere. Am I going to have that risk? Because I have to feel, And
Yeah,
Saberforge wouldn't be blind accessible. I don't want to be navigating for the igniter switch and then just bleeding finger.
Yeah, that's real. That's a legit concern. You know what you
And
do?
that's
You ask
why-
somebody else to like run through it first.
That's what I asked Scarecrow. Am I gonna have that risk? Of what Saberforge does? Am I gonna get scratched up? And he's like, no. And he moved on my hilt. He showed me my hilt. He has it. Like he has the blade, the soundboard, the GH-V3 soundboard, my whole hilt.
Melissa, I believe you're in good hands.
Yeah, because I warned him, Master, I navigate through the forest. I'm like this. That's how I navigate. And I'll be walking like this. Like I'll be walking, and with my left hand, I'll be like doing this to the walls of my house, like this, to try to know where I am in the space when it gets dark in the house.
What are you working on there, Ant?
I'm actually working on the, I'm not sure I'm liking it yet, but I'm kind of working on the pose of the reveal for the alien woman. Kev, what do you think?
I think her right leg looks a little wonky. I like everything else though.
This leg or this leg?
Our left, her right. Why can't she just be on her knee? Can't her knee just be on the floor?
Like this knee would be on the floor?
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty sick too. Like she's kind of resting, but she can pounce at any moment if she wants to.
Oh, kind of like when the superheroes drop down to the floor with the one knee.
Yes, total like Iron Man superhero landing.
Oh.
Superhero landing.
What's very cool is Megatooth showed me a feature on his saber, where you connect your saber to your phone, and it tells you, how much battery you got left in your power cell. It's like so cool.
Dope.
Yeah. And I said, would that be accessible with a screen reader? Would I be able to use talkback and, do the same, double tap, navigate? Luckily, I don't have to worry about that part with my Saber because Scarecrow said you don't have to do all that. It's going to be all in-hilt, You don't have to connect to nothing except for the wall. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's only inevitable that everything's going to be connected to the phone, huh?
You
know what's cool? I saw did I see this I saw it in James Bond, obviously, but didn't I see this in some kind of like video recently where like someone was controlling their car with their phone and they weren't in the car?
I mean,
like in James Bond with
talking about real life video?
Yeah, real life video.
Like a YouTube video or a movie?
Yeah, like a Instagram type of video I think I saw or some shit.
Luckily, I don't have to worry about that with my Saber. I don't have to pair it with anything, not even my laptop. I even asked, do I have to plug my hilt in my laptop? And he said, no, you just have to plug it into the wall. And I'm like, yeah, that's convenient. I just gotta learn how to navigate it. What button does what?
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be over here, is this the ignition button? Is this the ignition button? That's gonna be me.
It's pretty funny.
Don't cut yourself.
I have a guard on mine. If you haven't seen the picture in one of his earlier streams where he's building a Saber, I show you guys a picture of my hilt. I showed you guys a picture of my hilt, like I'm on TRA. Hang on. Ow, my eyes.
Oh, I like the leg you just erased.
Oh, you mean off to the side, kind of?
I really did. Yeah, I did. I really did like that. Yep.
Can we double tap this?
You know what I mean? Double tap.
Double tap.
Yo, I just found these pastels that I bought like 10 years ago, and I've never used them because they were so damn expensive. I'm about to use them though.
Now it's time.
Look, these joints right here, so much money, bro. So expensive, these damn pastels.
They're little too. They're not gonna last very long.
They'll last. They'll last. Oh, not if I keep doing that.
Your kids are gonna eat those.
Nah, man, they're not that silly anymore. Gotta use these, man.
I don't know if you guys remember my hilt, but if you want, I'll re-show you the picture again.
Oh yeah, we remember it. It was nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna have a guard, so I don't have that risk,
How mad would you be how mad would you be if Scarecrow sent it to my house instead by mistake? And then you saw me playing with it.
I'd be like, yeah, hi. That saber's made for a blind person.
Space wants to play with it.
Hello.
Space wants to play with it first.
Serious.
I could call it I'm testing it.
It's cool that you've been doing sabers for so long, but you still want to like steal everybody else's saber. That's how you know, like you're still into it. You know what I mean?
I collect the saber tax.
Saber taxification.
That's a good one. That's a good one. The saber tax.
Harris's wife gave him a big saber tax. Harris's wife took a big saber tax.
You know what we should do?
What?
You should design like a saber-toothed tiger with like sabers for teeth.
Yeah. I'm liking this
What?
idea. Holy
That'll
shit.
be hot. That'll be hot in Albatross.
Holy shit.
Dude, that would be a trip.
Fire. That'll be fire.
I'm pretty
Saber-toothed
excited
lion.
to.
That would
I'm
be
pretty
a
ex-
trip.
I'm pretty excited to receive my saber.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just need a spot to plug it in because um I'll show you. Um Here's my floor of plugs. And all the way down there. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna plug it. I
Is
need
that a
an
Spider-Man
extension.
comforter? That's amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's decked out.
You just fucking went up in my book. Spider-Man comforter? Oh, that's the
Oh
shit.
yeah. There you go. That is
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah, I got a lot of plugs. Like I'll show you all these plugs here. Shit ton of plugs. Once for my tape recorder, once and other stuff, and
That's a Christmas story.
this. Yeah, I'm gonna need a way to plug my Hilton. I don't know where. Plus, I have that plug where my phone connects. Right there.
Oh, you got a
maybe I can-
shelf for it though. Is that a desk or a shelf where the saber can go?
I don't. Well, this is where my remotes go. I could probably move them and put my hilt here or something.
Oh, that must be your desk. The wooden. Yeah, that's your desk.
Well, that's my laptop desk. And this is like how small my room is. That's like how small my room is.
That's not bad. I had a room where you couldn't even open the door because it would hit the bed.
Yeah. I've had smaller rooms than that.
Yeah, that's my big TV. For me, the bigger the screen, visually speaking, the better because obviously, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you won't be able to make it out. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I've seen during the lockdown, while the Grand Republic, quote, locked us down, because of COVID, not Revenge of the Sith, but that was the third one. It was the prequels were on TV one day, and I was watching the prequels on my big TV, and I could see Obi-Wan, clearly if I get close to the TV. I'd be like, here's my TV, and here's where I basically would sit, right there. If you guys see me, I can't see myself, so.
No, yeah, we see you clearly.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Basically, I sit, right here. I'll also, you guys get this big resolution TV to make out the characters. Like, say Obi-Wan and Anakin are dueling, and they're dueling and sparring. I can see their shapes, because Mustafar is pretty. Mustafar is pretty dark, except for the orange lava. And,
I think I would do the same thing, Kevin, tell her what you used to do with your TV.
Oh, you talking about sit with it in bed under the covers?
This is my favorite thing ever. Kevin was a little kid. He used to pull his TV.
When I was a kid, my our house was pretty small, so my parents' room was right off of my room. And when I just wanted to stay up late, I would take the TV, off the desk, put it in my bed, and then cover myself with the quilts and just watch it in bed. So I had the first iPad, bro. I had the first iPad.
I kind of do that right now whenever I go to bed.
Now
I go lay
That's
lay
funny as
down with
hell.
the wife. I do that. I get the iPad and cover myself up.
Just do it. Just gotta
The
do
wife
it.
gets real sensitive to some of the light.
Yeah,
so
hell
like,
yeah, hell yeah. She's trying to sleep.
yeah.
now I watch it all on Disney Plus. You know, because everything of Star Wars is on there. Disney Plus, Clone Wars, Rebels, the prequels, the first three, and the new prequels. You know, they're all on there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
Disney.
watching Return of the Jedi today.
Wow.
Again,
About
Mundo?
Yep. Again, why not?
Nice. I commend you.
A New Hope, Return of the Jedi,
I commend you.
and Empire Strikes Back. I watched all three today.
Oh,
Jesus,
wow.
bro.
Mundo, you get the award.
Yeah,
You get the award.
I'm not gonna lie. That Mundo
What?
makes me happy. That Mundo bumper. I get in a good mood when you play
I
that.
got this.
Your intro makes me happy too.
Yeah.
I also
exactly.
got fire.
That one makes me happy.
There's the light.
What
Oh,
is
you got
that?
the ring light.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That looks like
It's
that
5 times
looks
bright-
bright as hell.
No, we
yeah,
call that the
but-
ring saber.
Saber ring, saber halo.
Or Tron
Saber ring.
disc. It's the
The
Tron
Tron disc.
disc.
Tron disc is the
It's
shit.
it's 5 times magnification. It doesn't help with everything, but it helps with some things. Like pictures that are just the right size, and I put them under there. You know, I can see them a little bit. But I'm getting a special magnifier soon from another nerd community.
Nice.
That, you know, if you guys know Poindexter Lounge, you know, he's making he and a friend are making a special CCTV like magnifier for me.
Oh,
You know,
awesome.
so I could, you know, see the comics. Because right now, if I were to read a comic right now, I'd be straining.
Man, maybe she should get some of these optics, man. Maybe that might help her out.
Some of these what?
Was optics?
Oh, those
Wear
things.
optic like we
Well,
have.
that's for looking at something super small, though. I don't know if Melissa has to like look at like little tiny things, but that's for like that type of magnification, right? I don't know if what she's looking for is like something that would magnify her TV to be bigger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for a way to see deep details in the comic books, and I'm hoping when the magnifier I'm gonna get, and I told them what kind of magnifier I needed, so then that zooms in.
Oh,
You know, like cause my laptop, I can do the command Windows key plus, and it zooms in.
Is that zoomer gonna fit on like on your TV where it'll zoom in on your TV?
Well, I never tried accessibility on my TV. You know, I bet accessibility is there. I just have to look for it.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool where you could do like a big old zoom on your TV.
Yeah,
You could read the comic book on your TV and it zoom
That'd be
it
sick.
in. Like,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Right? That would be cool. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I'm also the magnifier is, you know, in the specs stages still. They're working on it right now. I told this guy Cylon Scotty what I needed, you know, in size, and he says, I don't know if I'll make it that big, but I'll do the best I can. I'm like, that's okay. I understand limitations, you know, as long as it, you know, works, you know, because the reason why I turned into the nerd fandom is because right now I'm not getting any help from my services for the blind. You know, I'm not getting anything. Nothing.
That's a lot of that's almost all over the place, Melissa. You know, and that's because of course everybody's scared of what's going on, and so
I had to get the brailler myself, you know, and I'm having to get the magnifier myself. And it's like, shouldn't shouldn't my services for the blind be doing that shit? And my
Yeah.
mom is like, sorry, honey, they're closed, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Arr."
Yeah, they're. I
And,
mean, they're closed, but I mean, it's because they're scared. You know.
they shouldn't let fear cloud their judgment, though. Go virtual. That's what I've been trying to tell them, go virtual. Go on Zoom or somewhere. But they're
You
not.
can tell people different things, many things. Doesn't mean they're gonna listen.
So I took in matters.
That's
So when it comes to Braille and all this other stuff, I've been taking matters into my own, can I say it, fucking hands.
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. About
Yeah,
time.
I've been taking matters in my own fucking hands. Like,
You have to. You have to.
like, fuck this. I'm just gonna forge my own path and run on my own. Let the force take care of it.
Got to do it.
In due time, it will come, Melissa. In due time. Just
Yeah.
remember, even Kanan Jarrus had to work hard for how he got as good as he got.
Because he had it worse. Canon is what's Canon's visual acuity? I don't know. This guy's acuity here.
You had a figure right next to you? Whoa.
He's
Yeah, she got a Kanan Jarrus doll, man.
Pretty sick.
right there.
Still in
is
the
where
package.
right
Still
there
in the
is where
package, bro.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I don't know how
That's
to.
blessing.
I really want to unbox him, but I really don't know how. I'm navigating for the open spot. Ow. But there is where I kind of get hurt. There's no saber or nothing that's gonna hurt me, but the way this box is, it's like ow. Yeah. And speaking of saber, guess who's saber?
That's the saber you get it?
Well, that's Kanan's. His emitter is gonna be on my saber. If you remember the picture. The long leather wrapped hilt with a Canon emitter, that's mine.
Bantha leather.
Kind of, sort of. I'll know when I feel it. It's like brown, based on my specs. My specs is brown, and what Scarecrow picked up is brown. So I'll know when I feel. I don't know what bantha leather feels like. I'll have to feel to find out.
Maybe it's
But I bet it would. Probably. I'll know when I feel it. And about Kanan Jarrus, he's like my favorite of all time Jedi because he's like me, where he's disabled. And
Let's see if I can find like those bionic eyes that I had seen on here. See if I can give you like the URL or something so that
I'm already getting a magnifier though.
Kev, it'd be interesting. I just had this idea. Like, how I have two ideas or I mean, this could go for anything, but just imagine like this page here where like half the people get like half the books are printed with this final page and half the books are printed with a different final page or a different pose. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I kind of like the idea of having her pose kind of like perched like a bird, like sitting like a dog would sit, with her two hands straight out in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But anyway she's drawn, I think we'll make the finish look pretty sick.
I don't know if you know this. I know you're Mexican Mundo, but do you know Mandoa? It's a language of the Mandalorians.
this is
Mandola.
Mandoa.
This is the way.
Orale, this is the way.
Orale, this is the way.
Pinche way.
Pinche way, this is the way.
I don't know if you know this scene, but there's a scene where Sabine. There's like a literal scene where Sabine is like flying to like Mandalore or somewhere to recruit them to the ghost crew cause, and she's getting used to the dark saber at this point, and she's full on Sukui Elite Ren, which is Hey Clan Ren, and she's like over here all Mando, and I'm like, yeah, Sabine, I don't know what you're saying. You're saying hello, Clan Ren, something something. And when I looked up the translation, she's saying hello, greetings, Clan Ren. I'm coming this way and prepare for my arrival, blah blah. And then the other guy says in Mandoa, yes, copy that. And it's like, what? So that's what they're saying. Because I didn't know if you guys know the Mandoa language. Like, hello is Su Quagar.
I barely speak one language.
I don't know too much of Mandoa other than hi and yes and no.
Mandola.
If you're Mandalorian, you know what I'm talking about. If we can get Sabine in here, she knows what we're talking about.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, she'd be like, I know what you're talking about, Earthly Kid. And I'd be like, oh, duh.
What?
well, duh, it's your culture, girl. Teach these
man.
guys.
Mandola.
But what was pretty cool is that dark saber. Like, wow. How does a Mando who's not force sensitive wield it? Like, what kind of kyber crystal is in that thing?
Who was the guy in the Mandalorian that was wielding the dark saber? What's his name again?
Well,
The man.
Which Mandalorian? You talking about that's the same dark saber you're talking about, right? The Mandalorian saber?
Yeah, the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
The one
what was his name?
The one that she had
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. Who is he? Is he like
he's supposedly like, someone who's like kind of starting up maybe he's gonna like kind of start up some kind of first order situation or
does he have force powers?
He hinted in an interview that maybe he's going to, but like no one knows yet because the season's going to start like in October, I think.
So hold on, was he created for the Mandalorian series or is he from any of the books?
He's just created for the Mandalorian.
Okay, all right, so that's all good. Yeah, I don't really have any questions then. No questions.
There are some videos on the bionic eye for the blind on YouTube, Melissa.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it says a bionic eye helps blind man see with artificial vision.
That's for like the totally blind, though. I saw it, but it's like for the totally blind.
Yeah, but it could help you a lot too, Melissa.
But I'm not totally blind, though. I'm not like Kanan where I can't see nothing.
You're not eligible for it. That's what you're saying.
Well, not all the way because this eye's totally blind, but this eye's not. Now, if this eye was also totally blind, it would make sense.
Well, it might be something to look into.
Definitely something to look into.
I don't think it's something to look into. Don't be blinding yourself for this.
Yeah, I don't want to turn into, he reminds me, don't go down the path I went with my eyes. I feel like whenever I go to bed, Kanan's like over here watching over me, I feel like he's telling me to let the force be my eyes. That's what I feel like he's telling. Huh?
Say, do it. You got to will it to happen. Goddamn. But yeah, I mean, I don't think. I think there's something there to be looked into, though. I mean, even if not that exactly, it'll open doors to like some other possibilities. You know what I mean? Like you just never know. You just never know where that search will lead you.
I've been relearning Braille again. This time on my own, and I'm getting better with grade 1.
Oh, nice.
We're just a regular alphabet.
Very cool.
What's
Braille.
that?
What is that?
That's a battery charger.
For what?
for the saber stuff.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about earlier, Space.
Oh. Oh, okay. So you're saying it charges a cell. I get it. When you talked about the magnets, I thought we're going directly
Yeah.
from the computer to the saber, but you're talking kind of about like a removable, like a saber with removable batteries. You could use this, huh?
Yeah. So I ordered
Yeah.
one of those.
Nice.
So I ordered one of those. See how it's gonna work out.
I asked Scarecrow the last time we chatted, how my charging would work, and he said that I'm gonna just plug mine into the wall and
Yeah.
take off the end part where the pommel is,
Mhm.
and plug it into the little thing where I don't know where the hole would be. I would have to feel for it, and then I
That'd be
would plug
sweet.
it in. Yeah, and I would plug it in, set my saber on a holster, and just wait for the power cell to charge up. And then when I'm ready for the next time, if Megatooth goes at me again, probably I'll be like, "Bzzz, are you serious? Don't you dare come near me."
So who's this character gonna be, Space?
that's wild.
This is actually the mother of our two main characters who have yet to be born yet. This is her introduction, but I'm not sure. Like I'm kind of just playing around because I'm not sure I like this, but I'm just kind of getting ready for the actual one, maybe, unless this is the actual one.
Do you have
Maybe
any
that's what
That was kind
Mira?
of like an idea.
Do you have any Mira Luca characters in your story, like similar to Beast Mara but different people?
Yeah, there's lots of blind people because your eyes just like pop so easily in this environment of being so cold.
I mean, like people born without eyes, like the Mira Luca.
Oh, born without eyes. There is actually this group of people that live inside a mountain, and they're so used to being in the dark, and they've been in the dark for generations inside this mountain.
Almost like bats at this point.
Yeah, they're not, like, their bodies change too, but they're also not really. They're born with eyes, but the eyes don't work. So that's probably more like, and that's actually the most populous place in our story. There's like a lot of people in that mountain. They're all living next to this like nuclear material to stay warm.
That is cool.
Sort of
Yeah,
like
so they're kind of messed up.
So they're like making their own homemade thermostat or heater.
Yeah. They've like found where, like, over time people have stored the nuclear waste, and there's a special kind of nuclear waste there that's like really, really hot, and that's why we stored it in a mountain to try to keep it like, away. And but in this time of being so cold that they actually have to hang out near there, or this group of people decided to do that, and they have generations and generations of people that grow up there inside the mountain and really never come out. And one of our characters visits there, and because he needs something from them. It's actually her son later on will visit those people, and they kind of capture him, but he intends them to capture him so he could get in there, and he needs something from them. He needs some of their nuclear waste technology, like how to utilize the nuclear material.
Based on your last stream with Jedi Arms Dealer, with that monster with the lightsaber, are there like lightsabers like that in your story? Like where
There's only one
sabers?
thing, like, yeah, there's like one thing that's kind of like a lightsaber, and it's this character that I'm drawing right now, her daughter is going to be wielding it, and it's called, well, for now, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called the Liberty Torch. That's what we're kind of calling it right now.
Yeah, that's the working name.
And what it is more of a light whip than a lightsaber, but it can kind of formulate different things out of the end of it. So it's more like, instead of a lightsaber that's made up of a beam of pure energy, her weapon, the Liberty Torch, is made up of like nanotech. So even though it may look like it's super hot and it's like a plasma whip or something, really it's like superheated metal in there, right, Kev? So it's kind of like things come out of it that it looks like fire, or it looks like
Yeah.
a whip,
Cool.
but it's really
You said whip.
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 but it's really metal.
Yeah, I've always I thought it was gonna be like Lumiforge, Material Light.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's like that's like Lumiforge and Materialite are like brand names, whereas this weapon that she uses, the Liberty Torch, is made by her brother. So I think it's something like that, but it's more real than like Lumiforge, wouldn't you say? I think like something comes out the handle that's like material. That's like more like stuff like Donovan's suit.
Okay.
That's how I see it. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of like Lumiforge, or it looks like that, but really it's because like Lumiforge and Materialite are like hard holograms. But this, I think that there is something inside there that formulates itself into different shapes and things when she. So it could be like a sword, or it could be like a whip, or it could be like a spear, or it could be a piece of fire. But really, it's like super.
Yeah, it's basically it's like a small hilt that she can just manipulate the matter out of. It's pretty dope.
Also,
Pretty dope.
also,
Pretty dope.
also, Space, did you get my friend request? Hope I found the right person.
You know, I don't think you found the right me, but I was gonna because I checked right after that and I didn't see it. But I know that
she found it.
I thought she found the right one because she said my name was correct. You know, she had my name correct.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, she even told me she found it because she said, "Yeah, it's on here." Because when she found me, yours is on mine. You know, so she could find you. Through me.
oh, okay.
And so she said she had found it, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
didn't
cool."
see the request. I didn't get an email or anything either. But maybe I can find her and send her the request.
Mhm.
Oh.
I'll link my Facebook in the private chat here.
Because I know your last name from one of your videos, so I can probably look it up too.
And I requested, and she got mine right away.
Do you see it, Space? The link to my page in the private.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. What am I gonna see to know that it's you? Is it gonna say Space something?
It says Anthony Gaipa. I don't know what else.
Yeah,
it
it'll
says.
be under his real name.
I kind of don't go on there too much, but let's see.
What are we talking about? Facebook?
Yeah,
Oh,
Kevin canceled his Facebook.
yeah, a long time ago. I was out. It was too
Did you?
distracting.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was too
Oh wow,
distracting.
Melissa, your Facebook is awesome. She's got like an avatar thing. She's got the dark screen going. She's got a video playing.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have high contrast on my side and larger print for the obvious.
Nice.
I've been talking to Scarecrow and waiting to VC with him, but it's becoming too late to VC for him on his end. You know.
Oh, I think you did
sorry.
do it because it says confirm. Okay, so I guess you did do it to me. Okay, I didn't see that in my like list or whatever. I probably don't really know how to use it right, to be honest.
but you can make a saber.
Mundo knows because like sometimes I'll try to comment on like Mundo's stuff, but it's like it's kind of rare because I'm like never on there.
Yeah.
You're not interested in really finding out how to do it correctly. That's what the problem is. It's not.
But they always change it too. It's like once you learn it, then they just released a whole new Facebook version where I think even people that know how to use it are like having trouble finding the stuff that they want.
Damn.
Like you know how they update it and everything changes.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I want to kind of take a crack. I want to take a crack at the album myself, man. This is looking pretty dope. I'm getting hyped. I like the hair. I like how you did the hair in the face.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna say the hair is a little too neat. I was trying to make it messy, you know.
No, I dig it. I think it should be super long though, just long as hell.
Because actually, Kev, now that you say it,
long and lavish, bro. She uses pert.
Like we should both do this kind of like both of these drawings of her. So you see how I have her
Alright.
standing up here,
Yeah, let's do it.
and then you have her crouching. Let's do both of us do both, because like I'll do both. I'll do this crouchy one. I'll do her standing, because you're gonna need it for your page too. Because like this is the last page of issue 1, and
Yeah.
one of the first pages of issue 2 is
You don't
this-
forget the
scene.
eyes though, man. Just the round white eyes, man. I'm so stuck on that.
Hey, Space.
Yeah.
Are you like on here most of the time, like YouTube and
Yeah, like YouTube is
It's-
probably like the
it's-
main thing.
I would say Instagram is your
I'm-
main go-to.
Yeah, I go to Instagram like a couple times a day.
I don't use Instagram, but I do use YouTube. If you haven't noticed my channel.
Yeah.
And I also got on my video where I thank you guys for the Jedi counseling.
You're
I
welcome.
got a comment from Civilized Sabers, saying, "Don't worry, we'll get through this. The Force is with you." Blah blah.
Oh yeah, that was me, because I watched that video from that account. Yep.
Oh, thanks, Spaceman. And I told this to Meg today on his episode. I have Jedi counseling and I feel a little better now. And that's when he went all, "Melissa, you should be hanging with those Jedi." And I was like, what?
Already dissing the Jedi.
And I'm like,
That's
now?
pretty funny. He used that avenue to say, "Don't hang with the Jedi." Jesus.
Right.
What do I do?
He
Do I listen
really
to
is a
him?
fucking Sith.
Do I really listen to him or the Force? Like, who the heck do I listen to?
I think you just take his advice at entertainment value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you just pull out a
Congra-
katana, bro? What's happening?
what?
Hell yeah, man. Got to do
Oh,
some exercise.
Jesus Christ!
What has he got there?
Lightsaber?
He just
It's
pulled
the
out a
Boken.
katana.
It's the Boken. It's the Boken. It's my prized Boken.
Is that a lightsaber?
It's a,
No,
like
no,
a
it's a-
samurai katana.
It's a wood saber.
It's a wood saber.
Oh. Sorry, your screen is so tiny.
Yeah, it is.
Your screen is
Oh,
tiny, bro.
Oh, that's nice, Mundo. Look at that.
Yeah, that's sick. That is sick.
wow, that's
that-
sick,
is that-
dude.
Is that
And
signed by Adrian
Adrian-
Paul?
Yeah, the Highlander.
can't read.
pistol.
I can't read that.
Stole Mundo's thunder.
What's that say?
It's
That is Adrian
Tom
Paul
Laredo.
and Laredo. Yep. 2019.
I want to go to Texas, bro. I really do.
Laredo something?
Yeah, Laredo, Texas.
Wow.
And then here's when this one right here, this con was.
It looks really strong, actually. That sword looks really strong.
It is. It really is.
Is that
It's made out of ashwood.
Is it heavy?
Yeah, it's not extremely heavy, but it's got a little heft to it. It's got a little heft to it.
Hefty,
Like
hefty cinch sack.
like it's
Yeah.
raining?
Let's put it this way. It'll be a good workout when you work out for about 20, 30 minutes. Your arms will be dying, man. Your
Are
arms
you
dying.
guys a part of the Saber
Oh.
Legion?
No.
No, that
I'm-
looks rough. I like interviewed some Saber Legion people, and their job is tough.
Mhm.
I went on the Floridian Legion page, and sadly their duel for this year is canceled. Like, there's no what they call it 2020 championship something Saber championship. Like
Man,
there's no sparring this year except for online.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Except for
events.
Oh, Melissa, you really don't want to. Like this
Like,
one,
again-
like this one that I'm still building, right? Like this is the one that I've been building for 3 years, and it took me a year and a half just to get the way I wanted it to look down. I mean, I went back and forth with design and how I wanted it, how I had to have it, and so forth. And then it took another year for me to just learn how to solder wires, and you know, Space can tell you endless questions. You know, thanks be to God for him, because I had endless questions and he answered, you know, a lot of them for me, and he's still helping me to this day. And you know,
What do you think of my Facebook space? Pretty interesting.
Oh well, I'm kind of not looking at it anymore, but yeah, it looked good.
yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, that's when I still have Avatar, but just not learn Navi anymore. They banned me for the most shitty of reasons.
They banned you.
Yeah. But here's the lowdown. I can't share the screenshots, probably because I don't know if he'll allow it. But I'll just describe what happened. You know, I was on their Discord server. I have Discord, and I was on their server called Learn Navi Community or some shit. And you know, I told them I have a disability. I'm legally blind. I'm visually impaired. Blah blah. And they would help me out, little by little, thinking, oh, okay, these guys are with the light side, nothing to worry about. And they would say, you have nothing to worry about, Melissa. We're family here. And you okay, Mundo, or whoever?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just dropped a little something.
Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
put it up. I'm trying to put it up and it's not working out.
But
That's it.
basically, what
Gotta put
happened
your
was. But basically, what happened was I would go in there to their voice chat channels a lot, constantly, because, you know, I use my ears more. And every single time, you know, I accidentally said the wrong littlest thing. You know, I didn't say fuck or this or that in the server, you know. I was well behaved in there, you know, cuss-wise. But I was in the voice chat channels constantly, you know, ready for class, to learn the Navi language, you know, like one ninety count mail, which is I see you, count it, which is hello, and they would have these little mini classes with audio description, and I would peek in, and then the next thing, you know, I get with ever since these voice channels, they DM me over and over and over about how I'm doing this in the voice channel, how I'm talking about, how I'm butting into the conversation, how I'm doing this. You need to not be afraid of silence. When I'm a visually impaired fucking woman, like, I don't mean to be going on Anakin here, but they were really treating me bad, you know.
So how did
I
it
was
come to the
going
banning?
on. Well, I was in this. I would get on to them about the way they're treating me. I would be like, guys, Robbie, you know, I want to stay in the class. Why you taking me out?" And what got me pissed, they give me a warning, but at the same time, I was heeding the warning, but at the same time, I was going to the VC channel with the newfound knowledge I learned from the mods, or what I thought was the newfound knowledge. And they took away all the voice channels so that only other people could get in, but not me. I couldn't get into the voice channels anymore, and that was my only means of accessibility. Although, yeah, I could turn on a screen reader, but I favor voice rather than typing. You know, just rule of thumb. Hence why I use dictation a lot. You know, I use dictation a lot when I type, whenever I can. Where you type with your voice and it types it out and stuff like that. You speak it out through your phone's microphone and it types it out automatically. That's what dictation is. And then I got mad, like, hey, why'd you do that? You know, you could have reserved the channel specifically for me and me only, with special accommodations. But no, they didn't do that. And then I was pissed. I was crying, going to a fellow friend and crying my ass off. And then the next thing I know, I get banned. And from the server. And then I start raising awareness about it on my channel. And I'm raising awareness, showing the evidence, of, hey, this is how they're treating me. Help, what do I do? And then the next thing I get on learnnavi.org, which is where I also signed up, learnnavi.org, I'm banned from there too, all for telling people, basically. And they call it slander.
She's looking like Chitara's face.
And they call it slander. And I don't call it slander. And recently, I tried to reconcile, bring everybody back to the light side. And I was on a live stream, I'm sorry if I made a mistake, but please know that I have this disability and you should have more respect, for the blind and visually impaired, blah, blah. And I would get in the chat of my stream on Facebook of, you can't blame other people for your actions. You can't do this. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And I was like, crying, showing them the stuff I have, showing them, my stuff from my NLS device to my brother, and they even extended my cane on stream, showing them my cane, like, here's the proof of my disability, and they didn't even care.
I got a good nickname for your cane.
What?
The
Kanan.
Jedi.
Kanan.
Kanan.
The
But anyway.
Kanan.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Kanan.
But anyway, back to my stream. I tried to stream I did apologize on stream, maybe if I did make a mistake, I apologize. But I'm visually impaired. I learn different. I navigate different. You need to understand. And they said, we understand, but blah, 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 and all this bullshit that doesn't make any sense. And I heard nothing but utter bullshit through my screen reader. And I was like, this is utter bullshit. After this stream, I'm gone. And I went to my friend, video chatted with her on Facebook, FaceTime. And she's like, yeah, Melissa, just leave. Don't deal with those nerve herders anymore.
Yeah.
Melissa,
I don't mean to interrupt you, Melissa, but I want to talk to Space about his what he's drawing right there in the
I can't see it.
Yeah. Well, I do apologize. You can't see it because I wanna kind of describe what Space is doing for you, doing to the picture for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Audio description is always handy.
Okay, so he's drawing a woman who is if I'm correct, what you said, Space, is the mother of the main characters,
the leader of the Thundercats.
Right, the leader of the Thundercats. But if you ever watched the Thundercats, Melissa, she kind of looks like Chitara a little bit, the way he drew her. But she's got kind of frizzed out hair, and she's got some spots on her upper body, torso, her arms.
Tina Turner.
Look, yeah, there you go, Tina Turner style. And so she's down. She's got her hand on the ground, her knee on the ground, and her back leg. What is that? Her right leg, Space. Back towards the back on her foot, and she's got a hand up in the air.
Yeah, she's actually holding something here.
Okay, yeah, she's holding on to something
important, in the next issue, which is it's like a technological device that she's reprogrammed.
Yeah.
So I kind of want that to be not too in your face, but just if you went back and looked from the next issue, you'd be like, oh yeah, she was holding that. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love art too. I love art too, even though it's hard for me to see. I kind of suck at drawing, but I do draw.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to describe what Anthony is doing so that you get a sense of what he's working on, and
It's
so
it's pretty
you
helpful.
can. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Based on the audio description, that's pretty cool, Space.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, he's got some grayish. Well, right now it's all white and gray, but there's gray on the forelegs, on the foot area, up on the upper torso, and kind of looks like on one of her arms. You can see the muscles kind of popping out on the far arm there, the veins, the one that's on the floor. And
yeah, I'm trying to make it so that the like when Kevin does or I do the coloring or the inking, that she'll be like really heavily shadowed.
Yeah.
About your stream with Jedi Arms Dealer, I wanted to come on to that and learn that through audio description, but I didn't know how to enter the stream with you and Jedi Arms. Or is it just you?
Like basically just for Jedi Arms Dealer, that one. And
is there gonna be like when it comes to your streams, like my Saber in particular, is it gonna be like this where it's a party stream or just you and me? How are you gonna do when I get my Saber?
Are you talking about your knighting ceremony?
I don't know when that is, but I know the Force will let me know.
Yeah, well, I want to get a bunch of people in there, and you can invite Scarecrow then too. Tell
I
him.
told him.
Oh, okay.
I told him last night. I told him I got it up here. I'm on his. I'm on his real name right now. If I can say it, if I'm allowed to say it.
Well, I would ask permission before you do that.
Okay, I'll just call him by his Jedi name then. Scarecrow's Workshop. I'm on his real name profile right now on Facebook, on Messenger, and I told him I might get knighted soon. Let me make this bigger. So I'm not showing my ass off. I might get knighted soon.
So, yeah, you might be knighted before me. You might be knighted before me.
So very soon, I'm going to be a Jedi Knight. Don't know when. Only the Force will let me know. And Space Windu wants you to come on the day. Smiley face.
Awesome.
And he says, "That's awesome. Congrats. I'll have some time Monday so we can talk about it." And that's today. But I then said, "Okay, thanks, Master." Smiley face. And I tried to VC him. He didn't. He missed it.
What's VC?
I'll be home.
Voice chat.
Video chat. Video chat.
Oh, okay.
It's short for video C chat. I'll be home later tonight. Reception is spotty right now. I guess he means he's like busy or something. And I gave him a thumbs up with okay. Gonna eat before we chat. I'm working my way home. Blah blah blah. I'm thinking about having to gear up and settle in. I might not be home till late. And it's like what, midnight now over here? Holy fuck, it's midnight. But there's always the next day. I understand it's the will and the force and all of the Force and all. I don't have the Force wrong, I get what it's trying to teach me. Patience and all that. If you remember, Mundo, we had the Force talk last time. Yeah.
I remember.
Let me know when we can chat, as I just finished eating an hour ago, and it stops, and it has a thing of his icon underneath, seeing that he saw it. It's tiny though, I can't see the details, but I know it's a lightsaber of some sort. But Scarecrow is a needle guy. I would VC with him, and he would guide me around my hilt, telling me what button does what, but I'm gonna really get the audio description when he starts doing that tutorial video. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, oh boy, a tutorial video, here I come. Like I'm like, it's I know it's the rule of the force, and things take time. I get it. Well, with the virus going around, I want it here immediately because I fear Florida going into another lockdown. You know what I mean? I don't mean to have a bad feeling. It's just cases are so high right now. So far nothing serious has happened with lockdown wise. We're just pressured to stay home.
You see,
Like
there's still some
before.
details. There's still some details about my saber that I'm fighting with, even now.
I don't know what saber you have, if you can describe that.
It is a saber, half like Obi-Wan and um, I guess well, it's close to Obi-Wan, but not quite.
It's a custom saber.
Yeah, Space. You
Oh,
want to
so
put it
it's
up a
like
little bit? You want,
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got it right here.
make your screen bigger.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know if you can see
Whoa.
it, Melissa.
I love it.
I can see the colors from the shape of it.
It's beautiful,
See,
Mundo. Is this for your
yeah.
friend, the one that's in honor of your friend?
Yes, this is the one that's in the honor of my friend right here.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard about your buddy who became one with the force last stream, and that's kind of sad. So sorry about your friend.
Yes, thank you so much. And
May
so,
the
yeah, like I said,
may your
go ahead, Melissa. I'm sorry.
may your friend be one with the force. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, it like I said, Melissa, it's it's been 3 years, and I'm been struggling a whole lot with design wise how I want it. I mean, to me, it's got to be perfect, and every little detail I struggle with, especially just having the
Is
blade
that
part of it.
is that through your vision or just deciding on the design and
Yeah, like I said, it took me a whole year and a half because I went through. I researched Saber Forge. I researched the Ultra Sabers. I researched the custom saber shop, and I agonized over things left and right, left and right. Do I want this hilt? Do I want that hilt? Do I need what would my friend think? What would he think about it? And who he really is, what his personality was. And this is a result as what he really was. And the reason why I wanted to do NeoPixel a bit, first of all, I wasn't going to do NeoPixel, but I didn't want to settle for a single color either. And if I was to go without the NeoPixel, and I know I could probably change some colors, the disc the disc color the colored disc weren't really popping out for me. And so again,
the
start
black
from scratch.
the black part?
No, the little colored disc that you put on the light and stuff, and
Oh,
it just wasn't, it didn't appeal to me. And so when the NeoPixel came out, my
oh
friend
you
was
mean oh you mean
always,
the oh you mean the LED type thing?
yes, the LEDs, the LED light strips. When the LED light strips came out, that's when it really hit me that I could provide what my friend was like, because he lit up a lot of people's lives. He was a very funny person, and if you were sad, he would have been making you laugh. I mean, I make jokes on Spaces Channel all the time, but my friend was 1,000 times funnier than me. I mean, I'm nowhere near his funniness. And my friend was just one of a kind. He could make a bad situation into a great situation, you know. And if you
Oh,
were in trouble, he'd be the first one to help you out. I mean, no questions asked. He'd help you
oh,
out.
he was a
Prime,
nice dude.
yeah, he was pretty cool. You just didn't piss him off. That was the only thing. You pissed him off. That was it. That's it. No more friendship. And
Mm.
And so, like I said, he brought a lot of joy to a lot of people's lives, and that was the whole reasoning for me doing this, and why I will not quit on finishing it up. And even when it's finished up, I will still make more sabers for myself, and because I
About
like
the
it. It's
saber,
fun.
about the
Fun.
honorary saber, are you keeping that in his honor?
Yes, yes, I
Oh,
am, because it's gonna have his voice.
oh.
It's gonna have his voice in it. So when I light up the saber, when it boots up, you're gonna hear his voice first before I light it up.
I bet my saber might be the same boot, but with saber is ready. Tap ignition to ignite. That might be mine. um,
No, no, it won't be the same, Mama. Sorry, I'm sorry, but it will not be the same. Every saber is different, right, Space? No matter what saber you have, nothing is ever the same. Every one of them is unique.
That's right.
people
Oh,
are
and
really
especially
liking.
On the outside,
People are really.
the outsider.
People are gonna really dig my design. I showed them pictures and they were like, "Hey, Melissa, that's rad."
It's unique. It's unique. You should be proud of it. It's unique. It's
Yeah,
like no one
I
else's. It's like no one
I
else's.
did I just one day went on the Saber parts thingamajig app type thing on my laptop, and amazingly, it's screen reader accessible. I was on the TRA and showed them, "Hey, this is accessible. Any blinded ones can use it. This is so cool." But before then, I had my screen reader off so I could design my saber and turn it around and check and make it bigger and do this and to make it bigger or smaller to see the details from emitter to pommel. And I went for the Canon emitter, a Graflex-esque clamp type thing, and an extension of a leather wrap to make it very tactile, so I know what emitter versus pommel. Because when it gets dark and I ignite my saber, I can't see my hilt, but I can see the blade. Even in low light, it can be hard to see. Like if I look around, if I look to where my cell phone is, I can't see my phone, but I see black, indicating my phone. Something of a phone is there, like the colors. Yeah, it's just blurring out of focus because night blindness is kicking in. So yeah, I have daytime I'm a little bit better, but I still have to get like this close to certain things. And yeah, that's a risk for eye strain.
I'm gonna have to
Because
get up.
sometimes,
I'm gonna have to get
huh?
up pretty soon. My phone's got like 6%.
Yeah, actually, we're all gonna
Okay.
go. We're all gonna wrap this show up. But thank you
But
for
anyway,
doing this with us, you guys, Mundo
Yeah.
and Melissa. Kevin,
Fun,
thanks
fun.
for staying up with all your pain and dealing
Yeah,
with
Yeah,
this.
man.
thanks, man.
anytime, man.
And Kev, what do you think of this? Any getting
Anytime,
closer
space.
to what you're thinking
I'm
of?
digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Nice.
Same here. Same here.
All right,
That's
so
crazy.
we will come back on Wednesday. We'll do another comic book creation live Wednesday at 10. Wednesday is new comic book day. All the Albatross Junction live shows is where you're going to get your sneak peek every single week inside Albatross Junction. See us create issue number 1, issue number 2, volume 1 of Albatross Junction due
Ow.
to be released in October. So join up, subscribe to the channel, and follow us every single Wednesday, and like bonus shows like this on Sunday night. And other than that, anybody got anything to say before we roll out?
Make
No,
sure
Well, I
you
just
sign
wanna
up on
say-
Indiegogo. Go ahead, Melissa.
Well, I just want to say, when somebody threatens to turn you to the dark side, resist with everything you got. Follow the will of the force. Do as the force says.
Words of wisdom.
Yep. Like and subscribe. Check us out. Go on Indiegogo, sign up like I did. Won't regret it.
Just check
Have
out my
fun,
channel,
guys.
Melissa's. Check out my channel, Melissa's World, as well, guys. I do a
Yeah,
lot of
check her.
blindness. I do a lot of blindness talk on there, so check me out, Melissa's World, YouTube.
All right, we'll talk
For
to you
sure.
guys Wednesday night. Thank you again.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.